What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacey. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Stepping back, it's Harrell. Caught over the middle, it's Haas. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Ray. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
On the snap, it's Lee. Finds a little space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Just going to keep it after the snap. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on... Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They want to run this quarterback. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Mustangs are on the move. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He got it! And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keeps it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Got it in the middle of the totem. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Harrell. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ray. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On the run, it's Lacey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Steps away. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
Quarterback keeper. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the catch. It's Knight. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. Third down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quarterback will keep it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it. 1st down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On the move. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the move. There he goes. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Makes the grab. It's Lacy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there. Back to throw, it's Harrell.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shifting this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Under fire. Slings it downfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this, we're going to get this 1st down, I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ray. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration. penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
A design run for the quarterback. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down.
Now, a fourth down.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Now on the move. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Line to change now on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels want to move quickly. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Drives into the pile just a pickup of 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He might want another play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Harrell. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Quarterback extends the play. Got the 1st down himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
To the air, it's Harrell. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to